Spring is a great time in the garden, and I'm sure most of us have plenty of bulbs coming up giving us that early spring color. However, you can achieve a lot of color with perennials as well, so I wanted to share some of my favorite spring color perennials that you can purchase and plant now to get some great color in your garden this spring and all springs to come. We have to start off with Erysimum Bowls Mauve. This one is absolutely stunning. It has a really stunning color, and from April onwards you can definitely see this one making a stunning display within your garden. It's not the most hardy perennial, and you'll definitely want to deadhead it regularly to prolong it from going to seed, because once it starts doing that, it's going to start going a bit straggly. So definitely deadhead this one regularly and you'll be rewarded with great blooms heading into summer as well. Saxifrage come in so many different colors and varieties, but generally they're a low growing alpine type plant. These are great for ground cover and they provide you with some really early beautiful color. As you can see, these ones have incredibly nice pink looking colors, but I've seen them in pretty much every color you could possibly imagine. They're so nice if you've got a rock garden or just somewhere fairly dry, then that could be a great place to plant these and get some of that color in maybe a bit more of an awkward spot. Primula, especially Primula viris. There are so many different types of Primula that you'll see out there. Some of the more flashier colors I've tend to notice aren't really hardy at all. In fact, they're more like annuals. But there are also plenty of Primula out there with these really long stems. I kind of call them candelabra Primula, that are much hardier and make an incredibly nice natural looking spring display. You can use these in lots of different settings, I find. For example, in my garden I've had these in shade and I've seen a lot of luck with them, so that could potentially be a good idea. But if you're looking for something with a huge amount of color varieties, then I think you'll like this one a lot. Similar to that is Scabiosa, another nice early flowering perennial. Not the most hardy, unfortunately. A lot of these tend to end up being annuals, but you could potentially overwinter them, and some are hardier than others. This one comes in a really nice white color, but generally you'll see these in purple. There's also some reds out there. They're just really nice and give you an incredibly early pop of color. Now, if you're looking for something for shade, you can go with Pulmonaria, which has these really nice long stems, which will give you incredibly pretty white colors. We have pinks and purples, some with multiple colors on the same stem, which is so nice. You can use these in sun. I've also seen people plant them in shade. They seem to tolerate a variety of different conditions, which is really useful, so one that I highly recommend for that early color, and great for early pollinators as well. Another one that's really good for shade, I find, is Euphorbia robbii. They come in a bunch of different colors, but most importantly, even more importantly than the interesting sort of lime green flowers they get, is the foliage. The foliage is so stunning, and you can find these with all kinds of different foliage types which look really nice. Like I said, they will work quite well in shade that I found personally, so if that's something you're struggling with, that could be a good option for you. Next, we have Aubrietta, which is so gorgeous. I often see these guys trailing over walls, cracks in walls and such. They just look so incredible, and they give you this absolutely stunning display of pink and purple flowers. They're so nice. If you're looking for something that has a sort of whimsical look to it to give you that early color, then I can't recommend these enough. Geums will also start giving you some spring color soon. It tends to be more in the middle half of April heading into May, and you can even see them over summer as well. So here's a nice late spring perennial for you. These come in a variety of different colors. They're about as hardy as you can imagine, with them basically having the top hardiness rating. There's some really beautiful ones that have taller stems, some that are incredibly low growing. It's a really nice perennial, definitely one I recommend in every garden. So those are some of my spring perennial recommendations, but have a look around your local garden center or nursery. I'm sure you'll find tons of really fun things at the moment, but I definitely do recommend picking some of these up. Let me know what your recommendations are in the comment section down below. Make sure to like and subscribe for more gardening content.